28 Stanley Cup Final champions Pittsburgh for the third time, the Edmonton Oilers, Nashville Predators, Chicago Blackhawks, Washington Capitals. They're always a second round exit. Las Vegas is an expansion team. They won't make it. Wait, you're telling me that it's Caps Vegas in the finals? But Caps always get out in the second round. Vegas, they're an expansion team. This must be a dream. Oh, I just gotta wake up. Wait, it's still Capitals in Vegas? That's actually gonna happen? Oh my god. When does the world become? No! Well, here we are once again. Stanley Cup Finals 2018. And it is the Washington Capitals' first seed of the Metro versus the first seed in the Pacific, Las Vegas Golden Knights. I have no words. I'm so shocked that this is actually happening. It's your Stanley Cup Finals. If I had told you that Vegas and Washington would fight in the finals and Vegas would have home ice, you would have thought I was insane. No one would have taken me serious. I mean, Washington was a legit maybe contender. Maybe people might have thought Washington's final. This is their final year. Come on, finally do it. Vegas. No one would have thought Vegas, unless if you're a new Vegas fan and you're a really real believer in Vegas. Which I'm saying it's not impossible for that to happen, but yeah, it's hard to believe. But anyway, so Caps, Vegas, the Vegas Caps and the Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup Finals of 2018. Let's get right to it. So Vegas is we'll start off with the stats and we'll talk about everything. I just figured this out. Vegas at the beginning of the year, the Capitals I believe had a 17-1 odds. I believe it was winning the Stanley Cup or making it. Vegas had a 200-1 odds. That just shows how no one thought Vegas was going to be in the finals. Start off with stats and then we'll go from there. Start off Vegas. Vegas is 12-3 in the playoffs. Points, Marchessault leads the way with 8 goals, 10 assists. You can add them up. Smith, 2 goals, 14 assists. Carlson, 6 goals, 7 assists. Neal, 4 goals, 5 assists. Tuch, 6 goals, 3 assists. Haula, 3 goals, 4 assists. Perron, 0 goals, 7 assists. Theodore, 2 goals, 5 assists. Game-winning goals. Because there's going to be 7 more game winners, and we're going to find out who's going to lead their team, who's going to be the big man and step up for their team. Carlson leads the way with 2 game-winning goals, followed by Tuch with 2, and Marchessault with 2. Marc-Andre Fleury right now has 12 wins and 3 losses in these playoffs. He's made 478 saves on 505 shots, just allowing 27 goals. Save percentage right now, .947, and a goals against average of 1.68. He has 4 shutouts in these playoffs, 2 against the Kings, 2 against the Sharks, none against the Jets. Vegas overall, they have scored 43 goals in these playoffs. That's enough for 4th best in the playoffs. Goals against is 27th, which is basically first, but it's really 8th because all the teams that got eliminated early on, all like the first round teams, all 8 first round teams. Power play, there's 17.6 on the power play, which is enough for 10th. And the penalty kill is 82.5, which is 4th best. They're 6-1 at home and 6-2 on the road. They played 3 overtimes, won twice, lost once. The Capitals, they are 12-7 going to these finals. Leading the way is Kuznetsov, 11 goals, 13 assists. Ovechkin, 12 goals, 10 assists. Carlson, 3 goals, 13 assists. Backstrom, 4 goals, 12 assists. Oshie, 7 goals, 8 assists. Eller, 5 goals, 8 assists. Wilson, 3 goals, 8 assists. Niskanen a goal and 7 assists. Leading the way for game-winning goals, Verona with 2, Eller with 2, Oshie with 2, and Ovechkin with 2. Holtby has won 12 games and lost 5. He has made 447 saves on 484 shots, allowing 37 goals in these playoffs. A save percentage of .923, goals against 2.04, and has 2 shutouts, both in the last 2 games he played, which was in Tampa. Washington overall. Washington has scored 66 goals in these playoffs, which is enough for the best offense, most goals. However, goals against 47, which is enough for second. They allowed the second most goals. Their power play is 28.8, which is enough for second, but the best of the overall teams remaining. Penalty kill 75.4, which is 10th best. They're 4-5 at home, but 8-2 on the road. They have played 5 overtimes, won 3, lost 2, and they've only been to the Stanley Cup Finals once, where they were swept in 4 games. So, I mean, pretty good stat. There's all your stats, and I mean, it's unexpected that these two teams are here. I mean, I thought I had both. I had both these two teams. Funny enough, I had both of these two teams out in the first round. I had the Caps out in 6 against the Blue Jackets, and I had the Knights out in 7 over the Kings. Lo and behold, they both make the finals. These are very good teams, and it's surprising. Take a look through the route to the finals. No one really had it easier. Vegas had to go through LA, which was 13th overall in the league with 98 points. Then they had to go through the Sharks in 6, they were 11th in the league with 100 points. Winnipeg was 2nd in the league with 114 points. They took them out in 5. So, sweep 6 and 5. They haven't yet played a 7-game series, so could that be it now? The Capitals, they took up the 14th best Columbus Blue Jackets with 97 points in 6 games. They were down 2-0 in that series. They took out the 10th best team, Pittsburgh, with 100 points, and then they recently took out 3rd best Tampa Bay Lightning in 113 games. So, first round, 2 extra for Washington. Second round, they both played in 6. Third round, they both played Washington 2 extra. You can't really give any advantages. Vegas, they had Winnipeg, but Winnipeg just got off a 7-game series against the best team in the league. Washington, they had Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh wasn't the Pittsburgh Penguins, who won 2 cups back-to-back years. Vegas, they took out the Kings, who won 20 cups in 2012 and 2014. Caps, they took out the the Bolts, who made it to the conference finals for the third time in 4 years. You can't really give up. In Vegas, they took out the Sharks, who was in the finals 2 years ago. So you can't really give up any advantages. Offensively and point-wise, you gotta give it to Washington. They scored more. They have scored 23 extra goals than Vegas. But then again, they played 4 extra games. But then that would mean that Vegas would have to score 6 goals in 4 games, which I don't know if that would have been happening. So I give Washington offensively, and I think they out-offense Vegas. Defensively, though, I do give it to Vegas. Washington has a lot of goals. Second most in these playoffs. Vegas is 8th, but really they're number 1. Because the teams before them were teams all out in the first round. Except for one, which was probably Toronto. Nah. I don't know. Who did it? A lot. I think Toronto might have been, because they're the only one who played 7. I think they would a lot. Anyway. Power play, also, again, you gotta give it to Washington. They have better special teams. If you put their special teams overall together, Washington's special team combined, I believe, if my math is correct, it's 104.2. And for Vegas, 100.1. So Vegas just reaches over 300. So Washington made better offense. Vegas has the better defense. Washington has the better special teams. And then you got a goalie. Vegas does have the better goalie. Fleury has been playing better than Holtby. Holtby has been a couple iffy at times, I'll be honest. But the thing is, though, the way he's been playing lately has been pretty good. Fleury, both at the same wins, obviously. Fleury has 2 less loses. Again, Vegas, Caps played 4 extra games. Fleury could have been 12-7 as well. Fleury could have been 12-7. Fleury allowed 10 less goals. Again, 4 extra games. So, I mean, he could have allowed 2-3 goals per game. You never know. Save percentage, honestly, Fleury's just been dominant in that station there. 9.947. That's just amazing. Goals against, same thing, and shutouts 4. But Holtby, you gotta admit, he hasn't allowed a goal in basically 2.5 games. Basically 2.5. I mean, 33 seconds into period number 2, game 5. He was able to take out Tampa's offense, even though they weren't playing as well. They weren't giving it their best, but you still could give him credit for that. But he played great. And the goal that they scored was off a glove, so if it didn't count, that's 160 minutes without a goal. It's really 159 and 27 seconds. So I say it depends on what Holtby Washington gets. If Washington gets Holtby in game 2, 3, 4 against Tampa, or regular season type Holtby, they're in trouble. But if they get Holtby that played in game 6, played in game 7 type Holtby, you definitely stand a chance. Washington, honestly, when it's in Vegas at home, dominant team at home, 6-1. They lost 1 game at home, and that was game 2, the last time in round 2. They won 3 straight at home. However, though, Washington is 8-2 on the road. They've proven that they're a good team on the road. They can take the pressure. Vegas has good, but Washington's good on the road. I mean, Washington won twice against Pittsburgh, and honestly, I didn't think they would win 2 in Pittsburgh. They won 3 in Tampa, and Tampa's a very solid home team. And yet, they were able to win 3 in Tampa. They can probably do this to Vegas. The problem is when it's in Washington. Vegas is 6-2. Washington's 4-5 at home. That's really a problem for Washington. Washington has played 4 extra games, and it's going to take a toll on them. Even though lucky for them to have a 4 or 5 day break, but it's going to be tough. Personally, I want Washington to win it. I want to see OV win hold that cup high. And it's not that I don't like Vegas. I like Vegas a lot, but I really would love to see Washington. But again, if I had to really think about it, I think Vegas wins this in 6. I think 3. It could happen 4 type of ways. Either, here's the 3 that takes it to 6. Either Vegas wins the 2 first home games, Washington wins 1 game on the road at home. Going to game 5, it's 3-1. Caps win game 5, they lose game 6. Or the other way, Caps split with Vegas to game 1 and 2. Vegas wins game 2 and 3 and 4. Caps win game 5. Vegas wins game 6. The only thing I hate about that one is I just can't see Vegas winning all 3 games in Washington. And the closer one, they split all 4 games, so it's 2-2. Vegas wins game 5 and game 6. that one. I think they'll split. To me, game 1 is going to be big. To me, Washington has to win game 1. They don't have to. Okay, they don't have to win game 1, but it's definitely better if Washington wins game 1. The Caps win game 1. They're up 1-0. If Vegas wins game 1, they're up 1-0. They will have a lot of momentum for game 2. And if they win that, you're going to have to rely on your home. At home. Yes, it's going to be loud. It's going to be proud for the Caps fans. But when you're 4-5 at home, I don't know if you can fully believe that. So I say the Caps really need to win game 1. Get momentum out of that crowd. And again, for Caps, they got to focus on that first goal. Try to get that first 5 minutes. Do not allow Vegas to rally quickly. That's what they did to Winnipeg in game 3 and 4. They scored early. When Winnipeg tied it, they scored right away. Early. They scored early right after. Caps gotta try to avoid that. So that's what I think. I want Washington, but I think Vegas in 6. And Vegas will be your Stanley Cup champions. There will be a lot of fallback from it. A lot of fans will be hating this or saying, "Oh, that's a super, very suspicious." Vegas wins it and the expansion team. There's gonna be a lot of that, especially with Vegas. Washington, there might be a little bit of it, but more for Vegas. I think Vegas wins it in 6. I think they'll be their Stanley Cup champions. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you think is gonna win the cup, Vegas or Caps? And how long do you think the series is gonna go? It starts Monday. I can't wait for the opening ceremony in Vegas. And it's gonna be good. And I'll see you guys the next time. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And also, give me some suggestions on what you want me to change about my videos or video ideas you want to see me do. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys in the next one.